Hey everyone, welcome back to day 5 of Monkey Sessions. My name is Jacob from Jacobito Yoga, and today we're going to continue to build on the practice that we have over the last few days. If you haven't joined, that's just fine. The goal of this practice is to make sure that you're getting a good workout now, and over time, building up to a really robust, confident yoga practice so that you can continue with me on your own or in a studio. Over the last few days, we've been working on combining 3 things in particular: breath with movement to create a flow, and flow building onto it with some new features that will allow us to go farther, for example, lunges. We're going to workshop those today. And working into some of the standing poses, which are kind of the most fundamental building block for new learners. So from there, everybody please come to your feet. We're going to dig in first on the breathing. Set yourself up so your whole foot is on the ground. I'm a stander that my feet tend to go like this. Pull them in. Maybe you're the opposite. And start breathing deeply in through the belly. So deep inhale in, deep exhale out. Continue to work through that. Deep inhale in, exhale out. All right, let's add just a little bit of movement before we get into the rest of the practice. Inhale, arms up, through your mouth. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees. Give yourself a nice bend here. Don't believe you need to be fully straight. That was a good joke. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise all the way up. And exhale, hands to palm center. Okay, let's do that again. This time, send the breath only through the nose, in and out. Inhale, big sniff. Exhale, like you're fogging up a mirror. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold again, hands to ground. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. All right, one more round of that. Really fog up that pocket mirror that you've got in front of your mouth. And on the inhale, suck it off. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Find a little space in the back here, right? Pull the crown of your head forward. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, hands to palm center. All right, meet me on the ground. So come to your knees. We're going to work a little bit more on lunges today. This is a new element for class this week. So put your right foot forward and just start bending a little bit, opening up the hip. A handful of lunges that I want us to focus on. That will, if you learn about them now, they'll come in easier in the flow. So come to the front of your mat. And instead of having your palms all the way down, take your little spidey fingers and prop them up. What does this do for us? Well, your fingers don't like to hold weight like this. And so it forces you to activate the chest and the core. And then lastly, push up on that back left foot. And just sort of see how that feels for a second. Maybe look up, gaze ahead, take a breath, inhale, deep inhales, deep exhales, whole class. And on your next inhale, plant your feet and rise all the way up to what we call high lunge. Now, quick technique check in here. If it feels like there's too much stress on your hips, walk the back foot in. But most importantly, take a look at your knee and your ankle and make sure those 2 things are in a line, right? You can bring your hands to your hips while you workshop this. Go back and forth on your knee and see and ask yourself, is my knee above the toes? Or is it too far back? And get yourself lined up here, then plant the back foot so that you can have reach up. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to the ground, and just drop that back knee. All right, another lunge variation. This is called Anjanayasana. You'll see it everywhere. Your back foot, I don't care if it's down or your toes are down, totally up to you. And same alignment, get the knee over the ankle and push away from the knee with your hands. So take both hands, put them on the knee, and push away. But don't let your belly come forward. Tuck the ribs in. All right, so you're feeling it on the left side body. I know I do. Inhale, raise the arms all the way up. And exhale, come back to both knees. Switch sides. Left foot forward. Give it a little bit of mobilization. Come to rest so that your knee is on top of the ankle. Plant the hands, spidey fingers. And when you're ready, push up on that back leg. This is your low lunge. Maybe even look forward, raise the chest. All right? Take an inhale, exhale here. And when you're ready, bring the arms all the way up. And remember the fundamentals we talked about. Knee in front, knee right on top of ankle. If you're wobbly here, pop the other foot out. Make your tripod a little wider. Inhale. And exhale, hands to ground. Plant the back knee. And again, both hands to the front knee. Push yourself up. And raise your chest up to the corner of the room, maybe where the ceiling meets the wall. All right? Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, meet me at the front of the mat. So we've got the foundation of those new lunges. We added on a little bit of tweaks today. And what we're going to do now is work through a flow that gets progressively a little bit more interesting. If you get lost or you lose your place, Jacobito yoga is a test and iterate mentality. Keep breathing, ground through the breath, and meet us when you're ready. Okay, step to the front of the mat. Gain some composure. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, right foot back. Oh, we're in that lunge already. Stay here. Inhale and look forward. Experience this one. Exhale, come back into downward facing dog. Now we haven't workshopped downward facing dog yet, but the main thing I want you to focus on right now is planting your hands firmly and pushing away from them, and maybe bending the knees, and that allows you to rotate your butt up. Inhale here. Rock forward. Just hover here for a moment. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Take another breath. Feel it out. Pedal out your feet if you want. I really like how this feels. And on the exhale, plant the knees, bring the right foot forward, and pop up again into that low lunge. Look forward. Inhale here. Exhale, step to the top of the mat, knees bent. Inhale, halfway lift, push the crown of the head away. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's balance you out. Inhale, arms up, anchor into the breath. Exhale, forward fold. Your roommate should be complaining about how loud you're breathing. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the spidey fingers, left foot back. Take an extra moment in low lunge. Inhale, look forward. Elevate that back leg. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take an inhale. Exhale, glide forward. That was a psych out if you were watching. Inhale here. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Lower the knees. And on the inhale, bring your left foot up. Any way you can get it up there. We're not focusing on pretty right now. We're looking at form. Inhale, pop the back leg up, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Engage the back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, let's keep rolling through it. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. All right, get ready for the variation. Exhale, hands down, right foot back, but stay here. And inhale up into that high lunge that we just worked on. If you notice the tummy coming forward, strengthen and lighten the spine, pull it back. Knee over ankle. Inhale here. Exhale, hands down, push back into downward facing dog. Inhale, stay for the breath. Rock forward, and slowly, like an elevator, this is a new element, come on down to your belly. Slow. We're not in any rush. All the way down. And when you get here, inhale, bring your chin up and float the palms off the ground right by your ribs. Woo. Take another inhale, and on the exhale, come down, push back into your downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, knees down. Anything to get this right leg up to the front. And when you're ready, inhale it up to your high lunge. Good. Wow, looking good. All right. Inhale here. Pull the front ribs in. Exhale, hands down, step the back foot forward. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, one more time, forward fold. Inhale, arms raise all the way up. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, let's lean into it more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Stay focused, stay tuned in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, left foot back. Steady yourself, and inhale to that high lunge. Check the knee, check the waist. Inhale here. Exhale, hands down, push back into your downward facing dog. Glue all your fingers to the ground. Take an inhale, rock forward, and like an elevator, one more time, lower yourself. Nice and slow, there's no rush. This is to build heat. Come belly to floor. Inhale, raise your gaze, raise your palms. Get your elbows pointing up to the ceiling. And exhale, come on down, push back into downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Get yourself set up on your spidey fingers. And inhale all the way up here to your high lunge. We're adding complexity and you're sticking with it, which is amazing. All right, inhale here. Exhale, hands down, step the back foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, rise all the way up. Take a big breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, last round of this, adding a little bit more intensity. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back, knee down. Variation. We're in this Anjanayasana. Inhale, arms up. Reach up through the side body. If you notice your tummy coming forward or your knee coming forward, control and containment right in this area. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, hands down, step into downward facing dog. All right, rock forward, inhale. Lift up the right knee. Little bit of heat here. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, ooh. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time, inhale, rock forward, knee to nose, right in the middle. Exhale, downward facing dog. Across the body, rock forward, plant through all the fingers, right knee, left elbow, hold it here. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rock forward like an elevator, slowly bring yourself down. If this is intensity, bring the knees down as well. I'll do that this round. Come to your mat, plant the hands on either side of your ribs, and push up just as far as your body will take you. No rush here. And pull your heels towards your elbows. It's a new and different sensation. Inhale, exhale, come down to the ground, push up into plank pose, and down into downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the foot down, plant the back knee, Anjanayasana. Inhale, sweep up, reach through the side body, check on the alignment of everything. Exhale, hands down, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach through everything. And exhale, hands to heart center. All right, let's close this out. One more side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Engage the back, crown forward. Exhale, hands down, left foot back, knee down. Take a second to get set up here. Inhale, arms rise all the way up. Tuck the abs, tuck the belly. Inhale. Exhale, hands down, step into your downward facing dog. It's nice to be here. Take a second to prepare. Take an inhale. Experience being in the body. Inhale, rock forward. Lift the left foot, left knee, exhale. Inhale here, woo. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come back to your top of plank pose, knee to nose. Take an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time, creep forward, across the body, left knee, right elbow, hold it here. Push hard on both hands. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rock forward, top of push-up, and slowly lower yourself all the way down. All the way down. Pause here, replant the hands right next to your abs, so maybe like fingers at the nipple line. And inhale, come up to what's called a baby cobra. Not a lot of strain here, but do think about pulling the mat towards your hips without straightening the elbows. Whew, a little back body activation. Inhale here, plant the feet down, get strength from them. Exhale. Come back up into your push-up position. Stick with it. And exhale, downward dog. Whew, it's nice to be back in down dog. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, bring the left foot forward between the hands, plant the back knee, get set up, and inhale into your Anjanayasana. Squeeze in through the abs, reach up through the fingertips. Biceps right by the ears. Exhale, plant the hands, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach through everything. Exhale, hands to heart center, and you can relax. That was a challenging flow to add in new elements into what we've already done, so congratulations. Grab some water if you like. And when you're ready, meet me back at the front of the mat. What made that flow challenging was a handful of items. First is iterating on a new way to integrate how we get from down dog to the top of the mat. And we did that in 3 ways. The first was the lunge, low lunge. The second was the high lunge, also called crescent lunge. And the third was having the knee planted for Anjanayasana. And each time you feel the hips engage differently, we're gonna call on that same thing right now. So come to the front of the mat. We'll continue building out the experience of our standing poses. Kick the left foot back and get yourself set up for warrior 2. Now, based on who's here, I think some people have had exposure to this before. So get yourself set up, back foot facing off the mat, front foot, knee over ankle. This principle comes up all the time in yoga. Hands on your hips and feel, are you off to an angle, striking a pose, or are you aligned and lifted? And then toggle the back foot to decide, do you want to have higher intensity if it's further out, or less intensity if you bring it in? This feels good to me right here. Inhale, bring the arms up. And last class we worked on rotating the shoulders behind us so our palms are facing the ceiling. Keeping your shoulders back like that, but bringing the palms down. Whew, good. Don't let the front ribs run away from you. Bring them in. Inhale here. And exhale, plant the forearm, bring it up and over to side angle pose. And the new experience here is not falling down, but pushing actively away from your leg. And as you're pushing away, reach the entire left side of your body from the heel to the tip of your fingers, engagement. And even twisting the chest up to the corner of the room, like where the ceiling meets the wall. Take an inhale here. Exhale, come back into your warrior 2. And what I want to focus on now is building out triangle pose. So hands to the hips. Straighten out that front leg. Take your right thumb and stick it right where the thigh meets sort of your trunk. We call that the hip crease. And use your other side, this arm, to make kind of like an I'm a little teapot situation. So keeping the legs where they are, tilt forward, feel your thumb get a little bit stuck in there, and you're rotating that hip towards the side of the room. Okay, now that we're here, without crunching the side body, place the right hand on the shin, and you should look a little bit something like this. If you need to shorten the stance or widen the feet, do so. Stability is key. Now as we workshop this, take your other hand, your left hand, and have it right, making sort of like a little hand sandwich against your shin. So you're looking down, and what I want you to do is slowly and deliberately push your right hand into the shin and bring the other hand up and over, rising to the sky. So you should feel engagement not just in your hips, but now kind of in your lats and, the side body here, and push into your shin. and open it up. Now twist open and bring the gaze to the top of the fingers if you can. We're looking at the floor is just fine. I'm gonna stay here. Inhale, reach everything up. Check in on yourself. If you're collapsing down, shorten the stance so you have more ability to lift up. Inhale, and exhale, come back into standing and straighten out, rebend that front knee. All right, let's do that sequence one more time. Inhale, arms out. Exhale, plant the forearm, bring the left arm over. Consistent, steady line from heel to fingertips. Inhale here. Exhale, come back into your warrior two. Plant your thumb in the hip crease, straighten the leg, tilt forward, a little bit of rotation in the hips, so bringing your top hip toward the ground. Plant the right hand, and this time, without that drill, open up nice and wide. Take an inhale here. And exhale, come back up, and let's switch sides. Meet me at the front of the mat. Kick your other foot back, your right foot. For demonstration, I'm going to come to this side of things. And while you're here, let's get set up quickly. Feel into what that warrior two feels like. Knee, hips, toggle the back foot. Inhale, arms rise all the way out. Stay here for a second and check on that knee. Has it escaped you? No. On the exhale, plant the forearm, reach all the way up and over, side angle pose. One line of energy from heel to fingertips. Amazing. Inhale here. Twist maybe the chest up to where the ceiling meets the wall. Come back to your warrior two. Triangle pose setup. Straighten the front leg. Left thumb to the hip. Right hand crabby claw to the back. Rotate yourself forward and just feel how that thumb gets into the hip crease. Set it up for the drill this time. Bring the left hand down to the just mid-shin. Bring the other hand, make a hand sandwich on top of it. So we're kind of pointed down. Try and lengthen the spine a little bit, right? Less bending, more lengthening. And when you're ready, push that hand into the shin and slowly open yourself up all the way. Keep the middle body engaged, reach up through your fingers. And now think about your back foot. I haven't thought about what's going on back there for a minute. And ground it in. Inhale here. Exhale, come back to your warrior two. And one more time, let's work through that. We're here in a solid warrior two. Exhale, plant the arm, bring the arm up and over. Return to your warrior two. Hands to hips, get into your triangle pose. Rotate the hips, slide the left hand down the shin, and reach. Twist the body back a little bit so your chest is facing up towards the corner, ceiling, and wall. Reaching up. Feel that. Inhale here. Exhale. Back to wide leg. Take a second here. Take a breath. Meet me on the floor. I want to just close out practice with some seated twists. So bring both feet out in front of you. Bring your left foot in, and it doesn't have to cross, right? Just right here by your inner thigh. Plant the left hand behind you like a kickstand, reaching up. Bring your right hand up and over the head. And I want you to rotate your whole body towards the back of the room. But don't keep that hand up here. Engage the ribs. Now curl the arm over, and then bring the gaze all the way to the back of the room, or wherever it rests. I felt some pops. Take an inhale here. Exhale, let it all go. Switch sides. Bring the right foot in. Plant your other arm like a kickstand. Bring your left arm up and over, and first bend the trunk of the body all the way as far as you can get it. Then wrap the arm around the knee and bring the gaze wherever it rests. Lengthen up through the spine. So we're lengthening and twisting. It's a lot. Take an inhale here. Exhale, arms back down. Come to your back. Roll around a little bit. When you're ready, squeeze your knees to the chest, forehead looking towards the toes. Squeeze everything. Double it, triple it. Big inhale, and on the exhale, relax everything and let it go. Arms 45 degrees angles. Feet allowing them to just drift to wherever they might go. And as you settle into Shavasana pose, take your time. I'm going to sit up and just close out the practice. We've been working throughout the monkey sessions on building good workouts that lead up to a more robust practice. The goal of today was to combine breath and movement to make a flow, add additional elements to the flow, such as lunges, and work on that suite of standing poses, thinking about a new drill to get your triangle pose activated and lifted. They say yoga is the union of breath, body, and mind, and it's really challenging to nail these poses in such a short amount of time. So thank you for sticking with me, sticking with it. This has been another excellent class. I love doing these. Subscribe to the mailing list if you haven't already, and I'll upload to YouTube right after so you can tell your friends. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on Friday, same time, same place, at Monkey Sessions Day 6. All right, thanks everyone.